Hello class and welcome to our 10th lecture series on microeconomics, and I'm your instructor Jamal Haider. So a quick review, we were starting, we were discussing chapter number 14, that is competitive markets or market in competition. So what do we mean by competition? There are three characteristics for competition. Number one, there are many buyers, many sellers, right? The goods are largely the same, which means same type of goods are being traded in that market, right? Which means without label, without packaging, without brand name. For example, wheat market, right? All the wheat are same. Rice market, all the rices are like traded. So there is no brand name, there is no, brand consciousness, brand loyalty we don't see in competitive market, right? Market of raw materials, for example, the factories, they go and buy raw iron ore, raw aluminum, okay? These are competitive market in which there are many buyers, many sellers, product is the same. So when there are many buyers and many sellers, right? So does anyone control the market? No one. Why? Because if I'm the seller and I know that I have other competitor as well, so if I raise my price, nobody will come to me. If Pyramid come to me or Micro come to me and say, look, I want to buy from you at $10, the market price, everybody is selling at 15. I would say that go back to, go to the next shop, because I know that there are a lot of other buyers as well. So I can sell at $15 to somebody else. Why Mirko and Pyramid? Similarly, if I am the seller and I want to sell Gustavo $15 worth of goods to $20, Gustavo will say that I don't want to buy from you. I just go to the next shop. I can buy at $15, right? So it means sellers and buyers, they don't control the market. So that's why both are called price taker, right? So whatever is the price in the market, everybody take that. You survive in the market as a seller, you will survive the market. If you see the price, you can produce the goods and you can sell at that price, you will remain in the market, otherwise you exit the market. Third condition, there is no barrier to entry or exit. You can freely enter the market. Everyone can, everyone is welcome to enter the market or exit the market. If you look at the price, if you can produce your product at this price, you will stay in the market. If you cannot, you exit the market, right? So no one controls the market. No one has a negotiation power, right? So everybody is price taker, not price maker, right? Everybody is price taker. Even seller is a price taker, right? Okay, yeah, price taker. So I'm just going to repeat that one. So as a result of its characteristics, the perfectly competitive market has the following outcomes. The action of any single buyer or seller in the market have a negligible impact on the market price. Then each buyer and seller takes the market price as given. We call this price takers, right? So we know that why we are studying this chapter? Because we want to maximize our profit. Profit formula is revenue minus cost. Total revenue minus total cost, right? So the previous chapter, we talked about costs, how to decrease our costs, right? And we find out that, okay, where we need to produce to get maximum profit, where marginal cost cuts the average total cost at its minimum or efficient scale, right? But we didn't talk about the market, which market we are. so that we can find out where is our efficient scale and where is our MC and what is our revenue structure. We didn't talk about that, right? Now our analysis is a little bit more advanced. Why? Because now we will explore which type of market we are in and in which type of market we can earn maximum profit. So there are 4 types of market: perfectly competitive, monopoly, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. We will do it one by one. So if the market is perfectly competitive market, then how we can earn maximum profit, right? So first of all, let's talk about the revenue structure of a competitive firm. Then we talk about the cost structure. Cost structure, we already know that we will be needing these 2 cost curves, right? So cost structure, we already, finished. Only the revenue structure, we need to talk about that because every market has its own characteristic regarding revenue, right? So let's just talk about this. So every revenue, we all know that every revenue is equal to total revenue divided by quantity sold, right? So in perfect competition, average revenue is equal to price. How? Because this is a formula, not just in perfect competition, in every type of market: oligopoly, monopoly, monopolistic competition. Because this is a mathematical, proof. So we know that average revenue is equal to total revenue divided by quantity. If we break down the total revenue is equal to price into quantity. Quantity cancels, price remains. So this is fundamental mathematical property, that is the average revenue is equal to price. So whether you are in perfect competition, whether you are in monopoly, whether you are in monopolistic competition, whether you are in oligopoly, average revenue is equal to price because of the mathematical properties, right? What about the marginal revenue? We know that the marginal revenue formula is change in total revenue divided by change in quantity. So we discussed in our last lecture that for a competitive firm, its average revenue is equal to price, and they both equal to marginal revenue as well. How? We have proved through this table, through Smith's family dairy forms. So here, this is the quantity, this is the price. So how we can find out the total revenue? Total revenue is equal to, let me change the pencil color. So total revenue is equal to price into quantity. So where this 30 came from? 5 multiplied by 6. Where this 42 came from? 7 multiplied by 6. So you see, total revenue is basically equal to price into quantity, right? What is average revenue? Average revenue is equal to total revenue divided by the quantity. So if you see here where this 6 came from, 6 divided by 1. Where this 6 came from, 12 divided by 2. Where this 6 came from, 24 divided by 4. Where this 6 came from, 42 divided by 7. Total revenue divided by quantity, right? So did you notice something? Price is equal to AR. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So we have proved our one mathematical condition that price is equal to AR. We proved that. And now it's time to prove that whether this is equal to MR or not. So let's just talk about the MR, marginal revenue. So you see here, what is the formula for marginal revenue? Change in total revenue divided by change in quantity. So you see a change in total revenue. So where this 6 came from? from 18 to 24. So 24 minus 18. Answer is 6 divided by 4 minus 3. Answer is 6. So where this 6 coming from? 48 minus 42 divided by 8 minus 7. Answer would be 6. So did you notice MR is equal to price? MR also is equal to AR, right? We proved that in perfect competition, price is equal to AR is equal to MR. So this is the condition for perfect competition. This is the condition for every market due to mathematical property. Price is equal to average revenue due to mathematical property. So you will find out in our coming lectures as well, price is always equal to AR. But whether price is equal to MR, so that is only condition that prevails in perfect competition, right? Everybody understand? So let's move forward. So what does it mean? If price is equal to AR is equal to MR, it means price is equal to MR, or price is equal to AR, or AR is equal to MR, right? Because everything is equal. Understand? So if in the question you are not given price, and question mentioned that the market is competitive market and you are given MR and quantity, find out the total revenue. Because you know that the condition for perfectly competitive markets, its revenue structure is that price is equal to AR is equal to MR. So we can switch to find out total revenue price into quantity. So you can just multiply quantity with the marginal revenue to find out total revenue. So you can switch. Understand? Or if you are not given the average revenue, you are given marginal revenue. So marginal revenue is equal to average revenue. You can just replace marginal revenue as average revenue. You can replace marginal revenue as price. You can replace average revenue as marginal revenue, because these three are equal. So that is the revenue structure for competitive market. Right? This condition means AR is equal to MR, AR is equal to price, and MR is equal to price. Or MR is equal to AR as well. MR is equal to AR, which means all are equal. So you can switch. So if you want to find out total revenue formula is price into quantity. So you can also write down AR into quantity, or MR into quantity, because you know that price is equal to AR is equal to MR, right? So this is just mathematical way to find out. So this is just the revenue structure of competitive firm. So why we are studying this? We want to find out profit maximization. So in our previous chapter, we find out, okay, where we need to produce, where we have a minimum cost.